What up, y'all? It's Ariane Celeste, and is it true that Rajon at 204 break pulls nothing but fire? I think you guys should check it out for yourself, and maybe you'll get some fuego from the card father himself. Mwah!
Rated Rajon, it ain't no mistake. Pulling nothing but fire. 204 breaks, yeah. Live streaming, got the internet ablaze. Hey, Rated Rajon, 204 breaks. Rare sports cars, one of one, so clean. Flawless, national treasures you never seen. Rookie cards, rookie autographs, you already know. Everything sports, MJ, Tom Brady, all the GOATs. Hey, Rated Rajon, let's go.
Alright, here we are, guys. 24-25 Rubber Deck SP Authentic Hockey Half Inner Case Picker Team Break number 24. So this is the last 4 boxes of the master case. Let me just double check and make sure that the audio is good before we start. Want to make sure. Alright, here we are. Yep, there we go. I hear myself. So, anyways, alright. Everyone in the break has been tagged. So the last, or the 4 boxes previous to this, it wasn't anything too crazy, but we are, we didn't get a patch out of that, so hopefully there's going to be a patch in this one, maybe, you never know. I mean, the chances are really good that there could be, but, there's never a guarantee, but we're going to try our best here to pull something massive out of this master, besides just that Mitch cover, right? 8450, 1708, 8130, and then 8458, okay, guys? Remember, we cross-referenced that from the video prior when we did open the inner. If you want to watch it, links are in the comment section. And what else do I want to say? Yeah, so basically, like I said, when I mentioned to you guys before, like this is my last master, but like I said, I've spoken to a few people trying to get more cases, and I managed to get my hands on an inner case, but I am not going to post it until I have it in hand. So I'm going to let it be as it is for now, as this is going to be the last one. So if you, once I do finalize and make sure that that case is secured and in hand, that is when I'm going to post it. So as of right now, it's not in hand, so I'm not going to post it. So that being said, we will just leave it at that for now. This is going to be the last case. And again, if you weren't watching in the first break, my argument, a lot of people message me like, get more cases, but I don't really want to have to raise the price on you guys to do so. So I just chose to move on to the next product. If I can get my hands on more cases on release pricing, then I would definitely give it to you at the same pricing I'm giving it to you right now. So because they did go up, that's all I'm saying. But anyways, let's not worry about that. Let's worry about this break. Let's try to pull something massive out of here. I'm hoping there's going to be a patch in this one. I'm hoping. Because like I said, we only had the 1 patch out of the last inner from this master. And hopefully there's going to be a patch in this side. But like I said, there's never guarantee. But if there's going to be a patch, it's going to definitely be in these last 4 boxes. So that's all I got to say. Let's manifest something good out of these 4. Thank you guys. I hope you guys had a great long weekend. Hope you guys had a great end of summer. We are moving on, or we actually are already moved into September, guys. First of the month of September. So I hope you guys all had a pleasant summer, and now we're focusing on the fall. And just around the corner, it's going to be Christmas time. Once the end of October hits, it's crunch time for setting our sights on Christmas. But other than that, guys, here we are. Let's get it. Let's see if we can muster up something good out of these last 4 boxes of this case. So I'm just going to let you guys know, if you guys do end up seeing number 25 being posted, that means I got my hands on the case. And if I didn't, then I'll help Tempe try to get some clear cut going for us. And we have other releases that are coming. I think we got like Stature, bunch of other releases coming up. So look out for all that, and hopefully we could, you know, we move on from SPA and we get something big. Also, I'm going to be putting up a mixer as well. I'm going to be putting up a mixer of, with the Frozen Treasures boxes that you see in the back there. So look out for that as well. There's going to be a nice mixer for Frozen Treasures. We only have 6 boxes, 6 mystery boxes left. So let's see what we could come up with those. And we all know that the checklist is stupid loaded when it comes to those boxes. And whenever you join a break, including any of those boxes in the back there, you are entered to be in a giveaway for the Connor McDavid PSA graded young gun. All right, so that's a giveaway. It's a giveaway for our first Frozen Treasures inaugural DollysBreaks mystery box set. So that's cool. All right, I know a lot of you guys are getting ready, getting set up for the work week. Also, you know, getting the kids ready back to school if they are. So I'm gonna make this nice and snappy, and then right after this, I'm gonna work on sorting it all so I can get it to you guys out first thing in the morning. And do we have a patch here? Is this a patch? It is a patch, and there we go. Like I said, we have a patch, so that's good. Let's see what kind of patch card it is. Let's see what. Yeah, that's good. I'm not gonna slow roll it. We're just gonna rip the band-aid off. Last box. Hopefully we can go out with a banger. I'm hoping it'll be a banger. Like I said, we did get a Michkov Future Watch out of this case already, but I'm hoping on this side of the case there's... that was on the last side, so I'm hoping on this side it's going to be another possible banger. But like I said, we do have a patch, so let's see if it's something great. I don't know why this last box is giving me grief for opening up the patch. But anybody want to say hello? Anybody in the live want to say hello? Please do so. And like I said, I am working on getting my overhead cam going again. I know it's annoying. I know it really bugs me because, like, you know, you just want everything to work perfectly, and it's kind of giving you some grief. So, anybody want to say hello? Anybody out there? Anybody? Maybe they can't hear me. Maybe you can, or maybe you are commenting and I just don't see it. Couple more packs. 2 more after this one. All right, 1 more. And then we start the break, and you guys are on to the beginning of the week. So just keep an eye out. Like I said, I might post another one. Like I said, I might have another inner to post. So, what's up, Mike? What's going on, brother? All right, here we are. Let's go. Good luck. Good luck. All right, we got one for the Devils. Jack Hughes, Max Performance. There's Bobby Orr and Matthew Tkachuk. Next, we have Zach Hyman, Travis Konechny, Logan Morrison for the Kraken. I think it's our first autograph right here. And it... Oh. Wow. Did I say we were going to end this case off with a banger? What about that? How's that for a banger, guys? Marks of distinction, 17 out of 25 for the Washington Capitals. Alexander Ovechkin. Well, I can't see, it's kind of glary. There you go. Marks of distinction. What did I say? What did I say? How's that for a banger right there? Ovechkin marks of distinction auto. What a beauty. We still have a patch coming up too. Alright, there's Barkov and McKinnon. Albert Johansson for the Red Wings. Finally, a Red Wing for Chris Frelick. Out of 599, Future Watch horizontal. Albert Yo. Alright, we got Luca Del Beluz and Archdeep Baines. Slaggert, Florida, and Chris Letang. There's Jason Robertson, Declan Carlisle, Sam Colangelo for the Ducks. The rest is base. That's nice. I'm actually pretty impressed with that Ovechkin. Pretty impressed with that Ovechkin. All right, here we are. Excuse me. All right, Zuber for Utah. McKinnon, Charlie Lindgren. There's Jason Paulin for Colorado. Sam Reinhart for Florida. Brad Lambert for the Jets. Bedard, Kaliev, Byfield. Matt Rampy for the Rangers. Tomasino, Wallstead for the Wild on the Red Limited. Maverick Bork, Sidney Crosby for Pittsburgh. Jake Neighbors for the Blues. We got Quinn Hughes for Vancouver. Tom Wilson for the Capitals. I think this is our patch right here. Patrick Koch for Utah. Yeah, here it is right here. It is a future... Oh, Vegas! And this guy's a... Wait a minute, not Mason Morelli. No, never mind. I was thinking of somebody else. Mason Morelli, 3-color RPA. Future Watch, auto patch. Where's my sleeves? Hold on a sec. Where's my sleeves? There we go. Future Watch auto patch. 48 out of 100. Mason Morelli for the Golden Knights. Not too shabby. That's pretty good. Nice one for Vegas. That's one to Jesse. Alright, there's a Crozier future icon. I kind of just left on the mat there by accident. What's going on with this camera? There we go. Crozier. Did it just turn yellowish? Sorry guys, let me just fix this. Oh. There we go. Crozier, Colangelo, Stutzla. Excuse me. A Kuznetsov for the Wild this time. This is going to Gary. Nice. $9.99, Gary. There you go. Merit Kuznetsov. There's Kopitar and Kempe and Hellenius all for LA. Chibrakov for the Jets. Blues collab. Fantilli for the Jackets. Trevor Moore for LA. Brendan Brisson, Golden Knights. Slaggard for the Hawks. And the rest is base. Alright, Pasternak and Svechnikov. And we got Josh Doan. I'm shocked he's not a Future Watch auto. It's a non-auto for Arizona. I'm sorry, for Utah. Scott Morrow and Brock Nelson, and also Zach Dean for the Blues. That's a 4-banger pack. Brazeau for the Bruins, Devin Taves, and Mo Sider for the Wings. There's a Boston collab, Brandon Hoffman, Joel Blomqvist for the Penguins. The rest is base. Alright, here's the last 2 boxes, guys. There's a Penguins collab. Tage Thompson for the Sabres, Sorokin for the Isles. There's Riffai for the Leafs, Barkov and Bradley Nadeau for the Canes. Riffai again, Kevin Stevens, Braden Shen. There's Matthew Barzal, Kucherov, Jackson Blake for the Hurricanes. Matthew Coronado is our limited auto for Calgary. That's going to Chris. There's Ethan Del Mastro and a Wyatt Johnston. And we have a redemption, looks like for Vancouver, Jonathan Lekkerimäki, Future Watch. Auto to $9.99. Canucks. That's going to Dane Hayden. We got a Rangers collab and an Oscar back for the Stars. The Lekkerimäki's going to be alright, though. I think he's going to be a good player. Alright, next. Ethan Del Mastro for the Hawks. Zach Dean for the Blues. Sidney Crosby for the Penguins. Austin Matthews. Adam Klapka. Ruslan Iskakov for the Isles. Another... Oh, what's this? Zach Ostapchuk, number to 99. 98 out of 99 for the Sens. That's going to Tony on the gold limited Future Watch. Tavares and Braden Point. We got a green Kolosov to 199. Emil Lilleberg, Kucherov, both for Tampa, and a Crotty for the Wild. Nick Suzuki, Nico Hischier, Igor Shesterkin. The rest is base. Alright, we'll keep her going here. There's Braden Point, Nick Suzuki, Akil Thomas for the Kings. Sign of the times, it looks like Brandon Saad going to the Blues. St. Louis, Jonathan LeMay. Alright, we got Pasternak and Clayton Keller. Looks like we have another auto coming up here. Future Watch. Marshall Riffai for Toronto. That's going to Chris Mayuro this time. Riffai 473 out of 999 for the Leafs. There's Brazone, Kolosov. And we have another auto sign of the times. Look, it's Peter Kochetkov, it looks like. This one might be an update for the Canes. Going to call in. Yeah, it's definitely from last year, this card. Peter Kochetkov. Nice. There's a Bruins collab and a Brad Marchand. All for the Bruins. There's Kopitar, Adam Klapka, Patrick Giles for Florida. Jeez. Like, we went through... Man, like, I don't know. I'm not going to say anything until this pile's done. Alright, looks like we have another case hit in here. Another legend. Wow. Barkov and Bernie Jeffrey-on for Montreal holofoils. This one looks different. Nice. I know where this one's going. I know the other one did pretty good for him. Bernie Jeffrey-on holofoil. This is a nice looking card. Look at that. Montreal. Kev Brennan. This one looks different though. This is very dark. But yeah, Bernie Jeffrey-on with the Legends holofoil. There's Nick Schmaltz. Archie Baines, Barkov, Matt Steinberg for Colorado. Florida collab, Jake Neighbors, Artemi Panarin for the Rangers. Brandon Brisson, Olin Zellweger, and we're ending it off with a Maximilian Suber for Utah. Oh my gosh, that was definitely a banger on the right in the beginning. It kind of ended off pretty rough, but this was all right. This is actually a pretty nice hit. This Legends holofoil. I know where this one's going. It's going to make up for some of the the heartbreak. KCF. Bernie Jeffrey-on. There's Kochetkov for the Hurricanes. Riffai for the Leafs. Brandon Saad, sign of the times for the Blues. There's Ostapchik, the 99 gold limited for the Sens non-auto. Lekkery Maki, this is a Canucks hit. There's Coronado for Calgary. Josh Dolan, non-auto Future Watch. Surprised he's not an auto. Kuznetsov for the Wild. There's Albert Johansson for Chris. There's a Mason Morelli Future Watch auto patch vertical for the Golden Knights. That's going to Jesse. And of course, this is the card of the night right here. Alexander Ovechkin. Marshal Distinction 17 out of 25. That is a nice autograph. Probably one of his last. Like I said, he's almost on his way out, and it's probably going to be super valuable once he does hit the retirement button. But still a lot of, like I said, Ovechkin is Ovechkin. Can't go wrong with that. Very nice. We did end off with a banger. Not a rookie banger, but I mean, at the end of the day, that's what we, that's the cards that are dealt to us, and that's what we have to play with. So, but like I said, if you do end up seeing another case posted, it'll be an inner. Like I said, that's the only thing I could find at the released pricing. So, unless you guys really, really, really want another master, which I probably doubt at the price that I'm paying for now, I doubt you guys want to pay for that. But I doubt you guys want to make up the difference on it. But other than that, guys, let's not worry about that. Let's focus on the other products that are coming up. Football season starts this week. I have a football breakup. Tempe has a football breakup. I'm going to start trying to fill my football break because it's a good product, guys. I wouldn't sleep on it. Football season's ahead of us, and it's a good time to get your cards now before the players get really hot once week one starts. So thank you, guys. Make sure I have your updated addresses. Have a great end of summer and the beginning of September. So cheers, everybody.